Hello Reapers, my name is Seth and we are back again for some more Trove. Yes, I did the hand gesture of the Trove, even though I'm not actually using the face cam for this video because I want to have this video out to you as quickly as possible. So, as this video is coming out right now, you're gonna have to act fast because LUXION seems like he's... I think the reason that this merchant is not sticking around that much, like he's only going to be around for 2 days, and then as far as I know on the 17th, he's not going to end up being here anymore, so he only ended up visiting for 2 days rather than the first times he ended up coming around for quite a while. I think it's because people are starting to catch on to the fact that this guy is a crook and a beginner's trap, so he doesn't want to remain in town for longer than he needs to, right? So anyways, hop on over to the hub, and then you come on over here by the Dragon Crucible, and there's gonna be this giant flux dragon who's gonna sell you trash. Like, actually, this time round, like, the other times the items that this guy was selling were pretty bad, but now the items that he's selling are absolutely, like, they're garbage, man. They really are. Like, console players are going to end up seeing some of these items being new to you, but for PC players, these are really, really old items. And honestly speaking, all of these items, every single one of them, I personally unboxed out of the chaos chest, and that's how I ended up actually getting these items for my account way back in the day. I just wanted to point that out, that these are all chaos chest items that I guess aren't in the chaos chest anymore and now have just been thrown into LUXION's inventory. So unfortunately, it seems like the dragon is not being used to his full potential of selling old unattainable event items. It just seems like the chaos chest has so many items that they're starting to take items out of the chaos chest and throw it into this temporary limited time merchant. Not to mention, the Wraith Razor, Hidley Hood, and the Neon Katana thing is just absolutely disgusting, but you don't care about any of that. I'll rant about that in a minute. First of all, let's take a look at the Rampaging Raptor, which for some weird reason is 90 Dragon Coins, which isn't really worth it because of the fact that you're just gonna get normal mastery, and it's just a Raptor reskin, nothing really fancy about it. It is kind of cool because it does go with the Friend Referral Dragon, or on the console versions, the Beta Dragon, right? It still is a cool mount, but definitely a little bit overpriced for 90 Dragon Coins. Still, you can check that one out. The Die Mount is actually not too bad. It's just going to end up being a mount that I guess is like samurai themed, kind of like the old era of Japan, but I kind of like it. There's always been something about this mount that I've liked. This was actually added to the game a long time ago, by the way, before PvP was in the game and before the ugly PvP banners were actually in the game. So this is not actually a PvP banner that's on the back of this cat mount. It's just a random, like, it's just part of the mount. I also don't know what's going on, why I'm getting frame rate. I mean, I have a 1080 Ti, so, just goes to show how unoptimized Trove is. Then we got Fun Police for the Mag Rider. That's actually my favorite Mag Rider outside of the... Oops, Fun Police. I don't know why I was typing in Mag Rider, but this one is just absolutely hilarious. Like, look at this thing. And if you end up actually using this on mag rails, you're going to end up having the sirens kind of go like beep, boop, beep, boop. Like, I don't know if they necessarily end up making any noise because I have the sound really low in Trove. I have for years because I can't stand the sound design in this game, but the lights do light up, and it's absolutely cute and adorable, especially when you put the knight in this thing. He just looks like he's such a tryhard, like he's trying his best, but he just can't keep up, you know what I mean? And then the other items, like, seriously, I can't even believe that these beginner's traps are even in this. The Wraith Razor, look at this. It's already just a normal style in the vault section, meaning that you can actually get these weapon and face style just from the style savers. I think they're actually, are they in style? That, I guess that would make too much sense for the style saver or style unlockers to be in the style section. Instead, they're gonna be in the more section. But you can buy 10 of these for 5,000 cubits, which is definitely overpriced. Or you can just get style savers and stuff like that through rune crafting, which again end up unlocking a whole bunch of different styles and stuff like that. Now, to my point that I'm trying to get at with this, I think it would be great if we would actually see some hat styles or helmet styles more specifically that are not really in the game or like more difficult to get. What was this thing called? It was Wraith something, right? Because like the Phoenix helm, for example, is a helmet that used to be only obtainable through buying Trove or access to Trove back in the day of the Humble Bundle, right? I completely forget where I ended up actually getting the Phoenix helm unlocked from. I think you can just get it unlocked from Style Savers now. But in either case, that would be something where I could totally see, okay, add that to this guy's rotation. That would be absolutely awesome. Or some of the animal masks. That would actually be really cool as well, because then it's like something that you can, oh, you can barely even see this style, but it's just exactly what it is, like two lines that go over your character's face that kind of imply it's a ninja mask, but not really on any other character in the game unless you have the thick haircut going over top of it, right? But I think it would be cool if the merchant ended up selling some of the helmets that were a little bit more coveted, like maybe sells the eagle mask one time, and then the other time he sells the rhinoceri mask or something, right? And it's like, the whole thing is you can just unlock those hat styles, like those helmet styles, by using super style savers and stuff like that. But the fact that you would have access to those right away would be great, especially because compared to the Heidi Hood and the Wraith Razor, like, just don't get them. Like, really, they're ugly styles, as you just saw me show off 2 seconds ago. And the fact that you can already just get these, not even from super style savers, just normal style savers that you end up periodically getting and getting out of certain boxes in the game and stuff. Honestly, I forget which one ends up dropping them. But either way, it's not really anything worth getting. Like, neither of these is just at all, don't bother getting them. And then this is probably like the most like hilarious prop in the whole, like, this is just funny. Like, I don't know if this is showing that the devs have a sense of humor or that they just don't understand Trove anymore. Like it's like their brains are completely rotten, or this is like one of the funniest jokes that they could ever think of. The green neon katana stand, and it's the middle. This is a 3-prop item, and there's only the middle part of the prop. On top of that, let me actually hop into my club world here, just to show you what this prop actually looks like. The entire prop, not the center of it necessarily, because of the fact that you can just craft this. It's actually in the neon style, so you just gotta go farm neon recipe dungeons in order to actually get access to this, and it's going to end up being right here. So this is the exact same prop that you can either buy for dragon coins or just forge right here, and then here's going to end up being the 2 extra pieces. This is not an item that is locked out of the game in any way, shape, or form. You just get it from neon style recipes. And then I forget, did I end up putting it over here? Otherwise I do know where there is another one. Yeah, there it is right there. So this is gonna be the full prop. Otherwise what the dragon's selling is just the middle with the stand. So just to give a heads up here, folks, because you know, I know that this might be your first LUXION dragon, and you might be sitting there wondering like, boy, this guy really does not like this Flux dragon. I don't like the idea that this is just another place for the developers to dump extra content that is in no way like special or unique or anything like that. Like there's so many things that they could do with this dragon. And originally what this dragon's intention was, when the developers first came up with the idea, was they were going to end up making this character sell old event items that didn't feel appropriate for the Chaos Chest. Now we're just starting to see Chaos Chest items straight up thrown into his inventory. So yet again, another wasted feature for Trove. I think it would be awesome if this guy would end up selling old store items that were unattainable. Maybe something like the costume mystery boxes. That would actually be fantastic, because what a costume mystery box used to do in the game was you would actually get it out of the store and it would unbox a random costume out of the store, and it would be a tradable version, or you know, the box itself could end up being tradable. Now, it is important to point out that the Rampage Raptor, the Daimyount, and the Fun Police, each of these items respectively is going to be tradable, which begs the question and made me start to think that, wait a minute, they've been slowly getting rid of some of the more recent tradable items in the Chaos Chest because they're throwing it into this guy's inventory, right? Because as far as we know, all of the items that were tradable in the Chaos Chest were actually removed from the game. That's actually what the developers ended up saying, despite the fact that I've gotten recent comments of people saying that they still are getting maybe 1 or 2 tradable items out of the Chaos Chest. That is not necessarily intended. It seems like most of the items that were still tradable, because I know for a fact if you unbox the Rampage Raptor, the Die Mounter, the Fun Police, if I ever unboxed these things out of the Chaos Chest, when they were in the rotation back in the day, they were actually tradable, despite the fact that the majority of items actually wasn't. So it seems like, again, just to kind of reiterate the same point, they're taking these tradable items out of the Chaos Chest and just throwing into this guy's inventory for the sake of pretending that that's something unique, you know? And on top of that, in the last 2 weeks, last 2 weeks ago, the last time that this dragon ended up showing up, we actually had access to the Trovian ship, and this week, lo and behold, we are not seeing access to the sail, the Trovian sail that actually was supposed to go with that boat. So my point being, the further to say that this is just a joke right here is that I guarantee, like I bet you anything, I bet you a million Flux right here, right now, that the next time Fluxion shows up at the end of the month for a couple days, I bet you anything he's not going to end up selling the left and right part of this prop. He's just going to sell a whole completely different set of items that are completely unrelated to this, right? But generally speaking, it seems like he's selling 2 mounts, a mag rider on average, 1 prop, and then 2 styles, and that just seems to be what this dragon sells in general. But anyways, I've rambled on way too long about any of this. You don't care. Thanks so much for watching, folks. I really do appreciate it. I really do feel that this dragon is wasted potential, unfortunately, which is why I have so much to say about the garbage that he's actually selling. Not to mention, this time especially, it's like, what are you doing, devs? Like, none of this stuff needed to be in this guy's inventory, dude. It was all already in the Chaos Chest. I'm just naturally assuming it's not in the Chaos Chest anymore because of the fact that he sells it. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. That's also again build up loyalty points to my merch store. Links are in the description for that. And for the fans that want to go the extra mile, you can donate to me for absolutely free with Gawkbox. Check links in the description explaining more about that as well. Sign on and stay epic, everybody.